We hear things. They hear things. There's movement. I put the mirepoix into the pot with the melted butter. But now, we're gonna have to plug this in, I think. Our stove cam, so one sec, guys. Nice. The heck? What is with the phone? It's just on the clock and I can't get into it. How does that work? Looks cool though. SOS. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I'm putting some salt and pepper in with the veggies cooking. I like a peppery chowder. There's a lot of moisture to cook out of these. Oh shit. This is interesting. Guys, you're in my phone now. Oh, you can't see what we see. I'm so intrigued right now. What the heck? Oh. Oh shit. What is wrong with this? I'm going to a freaking exorcist. I've been cursed for years. If I disappear one day and you never see me stream again, you all know the reason is because the internet connection. Wow, what happened to Cook with Kate? She used to stream all the time. Burn the sage. The amount of things that I've burned, Mary, nothing works. Sam laughing. What if I just close the phone? Can we try that? Also, I'm turning the oven on, guys, to start preheating for the buns. And then that's what happens. What the hell is wrong with this thing? What happened to Epoch Cam? That doesn't work anymore? Just know, there's things cooking right now. You're just not allowed to see them. Kate's secret cooking show. I'm changing the name. Like, what the frick? What about your phone? I don't know. Maybe it would work. Buy tech fixes from your new website. Good luck. Sucka.com. I was like, what does that say? Cheap prices. Put a GoPro on my face and show nothing else. Great cooking stream. Like from the point of view one, I'd be down for that. GoPro has its own freaking issues. We've tried to use it for stream before. I'm selling that thing. Even just mentioning the name. Oh, looking at me. Can you ban yourself, Bong? No, we're waiting. Do you need top viewers? Click this link. Best viewers now. There is no color yet on this mirepoix even. But it looks like some of the steam is definitely cooked out. That's my phone. It's okay, Samuel, you tried. I don't know what else to say. You're turning it back on? So we either have internet or a camera. You guys decide. You don't get both, okay?
No, it should.
Yes, thank you. I was waiting and I was like, what is he picking? These are how all of our scenes look. Samo! SOS! Knock, knock. Decisions, Mary. Which one do you want? It's only a matter of time before you don't have internet. We got the garlic press ready with the garlic cloves. Those will be going into the pot momentarily. I'm not going to make the veggies for the chowder too dark because it's a cream-based soup, so you don't want it to turn brown. You would have died if he hit a tickle point. It doesn't really get me. Like, sometimes when he does that, it has to surprise me enough. Okay, there it is. You have a camera, but your internet's leaving, so be aware. I believe it, Wayne. I'm not even saying it's you.
Off, the text got nothing. It's on airplane mode. Literally, this is the only thing on the internet right now.
If I check my phone, it's 50 frames per second. Like I did a speed test, it's 50 FPS.
Help! Somebody help me.
It's not the internet.
It's Reno?
I don't even think it's him. I think it's the building. This building is over 10 years old.
Wayne did not
Someone
give this
died.
to us.
Someone died in it.
Wayne shut off all his stuff too.
There's a ghost that is not loving the internet. Someone out there does not want me to stream. Let's just put it that way. It's time to put some garlic in this. Everything's turning translucent. And now we can put the garlic in and it won't burn. It's starting to snow. It's trying to snow. This is the part that just smells so good when you make soups. Holy shit. Let that cook a bit. I don't have any dried thyme. We'll just roll with the Old Bay. What do you want? Why are you looking at me like that? If only we had a sofrito to save us. What's your version of sofrito? Because I've been taught it's onion and carrot cooked down for hours. What are you doing? I'm leaving. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm leaving. The stream will stay up. It's fine. Just let it run. The soup will cook itself. Can you hear the knocking?
It's like they're hammering something.
Sam, you gotta put some pictures up, please. A little bit of Old Bay, because we're not making Creole food.
Fuck like every 3 feet. It was quick. It was like 3 feet.
Now I think we're gonna put the potatoes in. Hello? Is anybody there?
Oh, I've seen this movie.
They just opened up Jumanji.
I'm literally just standing here because
We just filled up the whole pot with potatoes. Where's all the fish gonna go? Well, you don't get cake if you don't have chowder, so... We'll let those cook a moment or two. I'm gonna start getting the broth ready. Opening it up. No. Lobster stock. What were we, well?
Look, not a single thing since I've stood
Yeah,
here.
you're not leaving. That's what I already said.
It's your new home now.
Why does lobster stock look like nothing, but it really smells like everything? That lobster would be. It looks like so plain though. Okay, now we're getting some sticky bits on the bottom. Perfect. Deglaze. And then my other thing, I guess I can just strain the broth from the clams. Pop this, put our clam broth. And then we'll put the clams in with the other ones so they don't get too rubbery. There's like garlicky bits and stuff in there too. Now it smells very fishy in here. Okay, what I didn't do, aka forgot in all this craziness, I didn't put the flour in with the roux. So I think I'm just gonna sprinkle it in right now and give it a little whisk while it's not too hot. You can get away with it in this way. Trust me, chefs know all different ways to do things wrong. It's called adapting to the situation. What else are we supposed to do when waiting for chowder and rolls? Be a potato. Okay, I am going to do about a quarter cup or so of flour, maybe a bit less. And then just kind of sprinkle it in, give it a whisk. What you don't want here is any lumps. I mean, they might probably cook out anyways into everything, but in my experience, if you leave the lumps, they'll cook into that form. What do you want? Whoa, I splashed some broth. Now I'm gonna be the fishy one. Okay, that was all of it. So now it's not really gonna thicken until this starts coming up to a simmer. And then the potatoes will also help with thickening the broth for the soup because they will release their starch when they cook. Okay, we got like 5 lumps. Not allowed. What were you doing?
What? Can you read the views? So it's over the shoulder. Right here.
Oh. What is the difference? It literally is the same view. Is it not? Okay, we gotta stir that every now and then because the flour's gonna wanna sit on the bottom of the pot as this comes up. And like traditionally, if you're gonna use a roux, you would use some milk in with the broth, but they just do a bunch of cream dumped in at the end. So I guess you can do that option as well. And then you see that we don't have any of our seafood in here yet because the potatoes and stuff has to cook. No crunchy veggies and cooked fish. Smells really good up here. I'm gonna get a bay leaf while I'm over here. To dump in there. That is always delicious. And we'll probably let the potatoes cook for around 10 minutes or so before we start putting any of our fish in. And then if we peek here, that's how our rolls are looking, just proofing up on this side. They're looking really good. Strain our corn, that can go in at the end with our fish.
I think you're okay.
Don't even.
I'm just gonna go back into the room.
Nope. Hello? Nice, it's simmering. It looks good, hey? It's looking really good. down a little bit. That's our zuppa coming together. Is there anything else that we need? Maybe just a little bit of green onion or parsley for the top. For a garnish to finish, and that is it. Our neighbors are gonna complain when they can't smell this. We don't really have neighbors like that. No one in here is like too neighborly, honestly. It's pretty disappointing. I've lived in a few apartments now and like none have been like this. But hey, it is what it is. Are we moving? At some point, yep. Samuel got a new job, so he has to leave here to go do training and stuff like that for it, and then it's not in this location, it's in the mountains. The reduction line, Bob, yeah, right? Because that also shows how much liquid the potatoes are absorbing too as they cook. This is looking good though. I just keep stirring it, right, because of the flour. Just want to make sure it thickens nice. And I don't love super thick chowder. I said that earlier when we were talking about the crackers getting like smushed into this soup. I like a thinner broth. Someone's gonna realize his dream of being a mountain guide. Pretty much, yeah. He gets to learn how to drive a coach bus, so he gets his class 2 license. They're gonna pay for all the training. And then it's a really cool company that will also like find you a wintertime job because it's seasonal. Sounds like a good gig. The other part of cutting the potatoes small like this is they should cook pretty quick. So I'm going to try one actually right now. They're about like halfway cooked. Can he smoke meat on the bus? I don't think so. But you never know, really. Right? That would be amazing. Set up shop. Here's our buns. They are nicely risen. They've doubled in size. And I think our oven is almost at the temp that we need. I'm gonna move this one rack because I put it really high up earlier. And then those will take about 25 minutes, it says. I'll set a 15-minute timer so that we can check them in a bit. So let's talk about our seafood here going in. So we're gonna do these whole shrimps because they will shrink when they cook. And those will only take a couple minutes. Same with this here. So we can add it all, I think, at the same time because it's around the same size, the way that we cut the whitefish. And then we have our cooked clams. And then lastly, the corn. And then we'll make it creamy at the end by adding the whipping cream. We'd have to ask Nike, yeah. Yeah, they didn't specify it about being like a dry job, so I don't know. I mean, even the other place, Waterton, where I had the interview with the chef, he said that like at the end of the season, he gives everyone a hangover day for the last day, so it must not be dry. Not like how it was up at camp. Turn this down just a bit. Down to more of a simmer than a boil. And then what do I have in here? Don't know if I want to use that parsley. Did we work at Curl? No, we didn't. But if it's the same Curl you're saying, Sam has applied to be a haul truck driver there. What is our herb situation currently? No parsley, just cilantro, and that will not be okay in this. Okay, so while that is finishing up, let's do this. We'll slice up some green onion to sprinkle on top. Curl is a huge camp. Yeah, we've heard stories from friends that we made up at camp, and they've worked at some really big spots, like thousands of people. So because it's for a garnish, we'll go nice and thin. Not too big of a green onion bite. Put that in a little container. What's everyone else munching on today? It's looking good, Scoots. We're getting there. We're close. I'm getting hungry. I'm ready. Garnishes are complete. Go back over. Roast beef fajitas, yummo. So leftovers, and then bonk leftover pizza with Calabrian hot honey. Is there pepperoni on there? I love sweet and spicy combos. Okay, the potatoes we're trying to stick a bit to the bottom of the pot. I think before we add the seafood into this, we'll add our whipping cream. You can also see that the potatoes soaked up a lot of that broth. How much were we supposed to actually use? Because I didn't measure. We added about 5 cups. They said, okay, 5 cups of broth and then half a cup of wine. So we could potentially add half a cup more. And then our 2 cups of whipping cream still. Makes sense. We'll do a bit of water, then I'll get our cream in. Get that heated, and then we can put our seafood and stuff in. It's time. Blueberry, raspberry, and cayenne pepper salt water taffy. You got a spicy saltwater taffy? I'm down for the blueberry raspberry though. Ready? Boom. Two cups of cream. Stir that up. That totally changed it, hey? That's the color we're used to. The bay leaf's stuck on the side of the pot. We'll wait for that to come back up to a simmer, and then we can dump the rest of our ingredients in. Cayenne works well with sweet. I always think of like the mango with the spicy stuff on it. Sweet and spicy mango. Dark chocolate cookies with cayenne? Yes. I remember one Christmas my mom made like a spicy chocolate cookie just to try something different. It was good. Like, not something I would eat every day, but it's fun to switch it up. Okay, we'll need a ladle. We'll need some bowls. These. We need some nubs of butter for the buns. That 2 bongs Mexican hot chocolate. Bob! I only eat them on days that end in Y. So just making calculations, that's like every day. This is looking so nummy. Get our trivet ready to put our pot of soup. All that banging just to go straight to vacuuming, Wayne.
They were sawing too.
Oh no.
Definitely a handsaw.
We are making repairs. The spice was added to kind of get you up and going. Up and at 'em. I could see that. I mean, we know that spicy foods are good for us. Even all the spices that we put into foods are good, like cinnamon, stuff like that. So for sure. I've also gone down the rabbit hole of like drinking cacao. Just straight cacao versus coffee every day. That's been something that's kind of on an uptrend in the last few years. Okay, I'm gonna turn this up to like medium high again just because it's not quite coming up to a simmer yet. Give it a cranking. We got 4 minutes till we check on the buns. There we go. Alright, first thing I'll put in is the corn. About a cup of corn. Next one, we'll do our scrimps. Oh, I don't want it to flop out of there. It'll be scary. I'm just going to use the spoon. Do not splash the hot broth everywhere. There we go. Oh, almost forgot one. Get in there. And then next, whoa, clams and pickerel. Now that really filled up the pot, didn't it? This is gonna be quite the hearty soup. Give that a stir so everything combines really well. It'll cook more evenly. But yeah, shouldn't take more than a few moments to get all this stuff cooked through. Looking really, really good. Mushroom brews. Oh yes, yeah, the mushroom coffee that I've seen. Shocked at how much you liked it. A booth at your farmer's market makes it. I wanted to try it. You had some with your half calf coffee at your dad's. It was interesting. Is there like anything that you could tell that was different as far as what flavor affects versus drinking coffee? Mushroom coffee will always remind you of Dr. Robotnik. Totally! After watching those movies, oh my goodness. I kind of want to watch them again. They were so good. Sonic? I think we watched it. Or is it the series you're talking about? I think we watched all 3 of them, and then they have the Knuckles series. There's some grit at the bottom of the mug. And then Scoots started having mushroom chai tea just a few days ago. You guys are on the mushrooms. They're not scared to try something new. This is looking so nummy, guys. Look at the shrimpies are turning pink. The fish is cooking. The farmer's market booth uses heavy cream to put in it. Yummo. That would destroy me. Heavy cream does not agree with my body. I still eat it though, but yeah. To start my day like that, I would die. It's supposed to help lower cholesterol with one of the 6 mushrooms that are in it. Are we gonna do the standing spoon trick with the chowder? I don't know if it'll stand up. I did say I don't like super thick chowders, so I might be pushing it. You made egg chorizo cheeseburgers? Okay. I'd be okay with that for breakfast. And this spoon is not gonna stand up. Okay, timer for the buns is going off, so let's take a peek. Holy! It's actually looking so good. I'm gonna let them go. Maybe not another 10, but I'll check them in 5. I just rotated the pan because the buns at the front were a little bit darker than the other ones at the back. Never say sorry, Bob. I wish we could all share all of these things together. Okay, I did buy a lemon to possibly put into here. We gotta still taste this for seasoning. Just wanted to let the seafood cook a bit so we weren't just tasting raw seafood broth. So now let's see how this is doing. But I always feel like a bit of fresh lemon brightens it up so much. It's almost perfectly seasoned already. I'm gonna do a bit more salt and pepper, and then we can do our lemon, and that is it. then we're just gonna turn that down to a very low simmer because it doesn't have to cook anymore. I did not egg wash the buns. I'm always too lazy to do that at home, like for my own self. But I will swipe some butter on the top when they come out of the oven. Let's do this half lemon wedge here. Make sure you don't get any seeds in. Is the bread looking good, Scoots? You have high hopes for it? Lemon, the natural hand cleaner. Oh no, Scoots. She's getting upset. Bless your soul. Okay, now I'll have one more taste, guys, before we call it a day. Get our spoons ready. That is really good. Okay. There's a minute left on this timer. I'm gonna temp these buns. That's how they look though, coming out of the oven. Let's see if they're baked through. Yep. Okay. Buns are done. Oven off. Look at that. Come and grab my pound of butter here. And all I'm gonna do, I just unwrapped it so I can hold on to it. We're just gonna swipe on the top of these. Beautiful. Oh, my answer? What did you ask? Let me scroll back up. I did not egg wash the buns, Mary. I said I never go through the effort of doing that at home for myself. But I'll do it like if I'm at work. Something like that. Okay, let's bring all this lovely stuff over together. Swimming in it. I don't know where we'll sneak the buns. They might just stay over here for now. Maybe we'll pick some out and put them on a plate. Hot buns. Very, very hot. Ouch. Bob. Your bowls. I gotta put it in my will. Bob's bowls. It's time. Look at that spoonful. Look at all the goodness in there. And yes, it is steaming hot. It just came off of the stove top. I like when the add-ins are like sticking out of the broth. And see all the goodness that you're about to get into. Freeze the rest and ship it to Bonk. You got it. I made a big bowl today. Holy. It's a soup kind of day though. Okay, we'll sneak that one in. This one can live there. Can I get a little bit of this parsley sprinkled on? Not too like clumpy. I think so. And then some green onion. Our weather today, it's starting to get nice again. This is our last cold day. I think we are sitting at around -5 Celsius. And then by Wednesday, it's going to be +6 Celsius again. Like all the way to the end of the month it showed. I said perfect. Looks amazing. Thanks, Mary. Okay, let me get a photo. After this crazy day of streaming. How do I want to do this? I might have to move this back a touch. Ouch. Don't touch the bottom of the pot. It's a bit hot. Okay, we got the buns. That's what I wanted. Drunken Snack, hello. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good Sunday. We just finished plating our meal. We're going to taste it up now. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Samo bowl? My bowl? You're at a weird 12C. That's like Sam's parents probably have very similar weather to you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm gonna do this. You got a spoon already in front in your bowl. If you want, my knife is already buttered. Because I knew that you would want it. You're so hungry now. I'm sorry. That's what we do here, though. Okay, let's mix our garnishes in. See how everything turned out. I'm very excited for the white fish. I don't know how those potatoes are staying together. Because you eat it, and they just fall apart into your mouth and dissolve. This is delicious. The clammy bite's really good. The clams are like a little salty nugget. I like it. Dunk some bread. Okay, one sec. Let me try the seafood first, you bread nuts. Mm-hmm. Baya Corniani? Thanks for the follow. We're doing a creamy shrimp pasta tomorrow for Meatless Monday. You can't do that, Chunk.
What?
That's like 2 tablespoons of butter. What he says.
I was doing half it, so I needed to cut it.
Okay. You guys should have seen what he had lined up. Oh, I know it needs butter. I've made a few chowders in my life. So I can't say that this was a new one for me, but yeah. I haven't had it in years, like this style. It is so good when you make it for yourself. Thank you, Joe One Sounds. The butter just melts into the chowder when you dunk it. I mean, we used half a cup of butter between the chowder and bread just to make them. Do you want a bowl?
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very delicious. I just had some corns in my bite. Nice and sweet. Little hit. What are you thinking? Dead left? And yeah, it's because we used whitefish in there, I find it's not too fishy. When you start using fish that's like very fatty, like salmon, that's where you're gonna get more of that fishy flavor. Now the buns are cooled off a bit, I won't burn my hand. Really, really nice crumb. Super soft, you can tell. That's the bottom. It's nice and crispy, and then the top is nice and soft. Soaks it up, no problem. Mmm. You still taste more of the bread, even when you dip it in the soup. They look okay. Send them to you for disposal. It's really perfect, Bonk. What are you doing? Downtown Chicago? What are they doing, Bob? Look at this chunk of pickerel. Look at the pickerel, guys. It stayed so nice. It didn't just fall apart into the broth. And that one falls apart in your mouth too. This is hitting the spots. Chicken sandwich, tuna salad. I'm assuming tuna salad sandwich. Appetizer, 2 glasses of wine and a Diet Coke. That probably cost him like 70 bucks. Holy shit, almost double? That's terrifying. Yeah, Bong, that was my guess. Like probably around like 70, 80. That's scary, guys. For just a sandwich? Like sandwiches are basic, right? That doesn't take a lot of effort to make. You can pour drinks, no problem. And then just an appetizer, whoa. That's scary. I thought it was bad here. and I'll rinse my handles, and then we'll find someone to go raid.
That was delicious.
It passed the test.
Yep.
The noses are running. That's when you know. Guys, I'm very satiated right now. Thank you very much. Did you show your empty bowl?
I did.
Good job. Okay. Let me go see who's on. Is there a Chef Steve on? Someone's doing like collaboration streams. Fun. Is Steve not on today? Excuse me, I got another burp coming. Bonk, yeah, she's gonna freeze the leftovers and ship them to me. Looks like we made maybe like 4 to 6 liters worth. And then how many more meals out of it? Probably 3 more portions, I would say. He did 8 hours yesterday. Is leftover chowder good? All soups are good as leftovers. Most people actually say that they get better as they sit with time. Same with things like lasagna. There's actually no one that I follow that's on today. You had 58 tickets when you left? Holy shit. Okay, I don't feel like raiding anyone today, guys, so thank you so much for being here this weekend. Yeah, he's taking the day off. I mean, phew, if he was busy, he deserves it then. We made some delicious food. We had fun playing games on Friday. I'll let you guys know the schedule coming up for the next week. And other than that, take care wherever you are in the world. And thank you, as always, for all of your contributions to our goals, resubbing. It all means something. Yeah, it's Sunday night, right? It's time to go relax. For some people, it might even be Monday already in the future. It was a very feral Sunday, but we got there regardless. Okay. Love you guys. I'm going to hit that button. You know where to find us on Discord if you need anything while we are not live. And hope to see you again next Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific. Watch Zoomies. Yep. Bye, guys.